John's heading up Hope Inspired Ministries, and you have to see the graduates that come out of his course to make you appreciate the good things happening in this city. And John, I appreciate what you do, and if you'll lead us in prayer tonight, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jinright, and the police department still drops individuals off for us to help over there, so we thank you to them as well. But let's pray. Dear gracious and heavenly Father, I thank you so much for the city council. It's so much more than city councilmen. They are servants. It's truly it takes a servant heart to do what they do. It's a 24-hour job with no pay, but they do it out of love. And I think you're the greatest example of that through sending your son Jesus to die for us on the cross, but to come and serve others. It's true servant leadership at its best, and I just pray your many blessings over the council, over the mayor, and all of the city leaders as they seek to make Montgomery a better place. And we know that in order to change the world, we have to change our city, one life at a time. And I just thank you for each of these that have poured into the community. It's not uncommon to see them out on the weekends, after hours, walking the community, serving others, even speaking at Hope Inspired Ministries, pouring into those who need a second chance. And it's no greater love than those who serve others. So thank you for them. Be with tonight at City Council, and as the business of our city is discussed, may you be at the focal point and just help us all to move towards the light, because we know that all living things move towards the light, and just help us all to continue to grow closer and closer to you. We love you and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please rise for pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council need a motion on the work session minutes for March the 1st.
Mr. President, move to approve.
Have a motion to approve. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Need a motion on the regular council meeting minutes for the March 1st.
Mr. President, move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Chip, you gonna have a message or anything?
We have a financial report from our CFO, Betty Beeville.
Okay, great.
Good evening.
I'm going to provide information on how 4 of our revenues are trending in the city for the current budget year. Namely, they are sales and use tax, lodging tax, gasoline tax, and the alcoholic beverage tax. First, the slide is on the big screen there. You can see the sales and use tax revenue is still trending up year over year. Although there was a significant decrease from December to January, the collections in February were back to a normal percentage increase. The returns for sales and use tax revenue are beginning to arrive more timely. Due to a decline in the adverse effect of the coronavirus on public health, I'm hopeful that this revenue stream will continue to trend up as citizens are getting out more for dining and shopping and just traveling in general. Year over year, the sales and use tax revenue is reflecting a positive growth rate of more than 7%. And you can see there on the screen is actually 7.41, which is very, very good. Second slide, please. Lodging tax revenue is indicative that tourism is back in the city. This tax for FY 2022 compared to the previous year continues to show significant growth. For the month of February, the increase in growth was more than 84%, exactly 84.34% compared to the same time in FY 2021. Year over year, the growth rate has increased nearly 50%, or double the collections since the previous year. The occupancy rate in hotels is back to pre-pandemic levels. Third slide, please. The gasoline tax rebounded in February from being nearly 3% negative in January to significant growth of more than 19%. As mentioned during Mayor Reed's message in February on revenue trends, there was probably less travel due to adverse weather conditions, and not receiving payments timely were factors that contributed to the negative growth rate in the month of February. Consequently, contributing to the anomaly of significant growth of 19% in February would be due to the aforementioned factors. Year-over-year, gasoline tax has a positive growth rate of a little bit more than 5%. Final slide. Alcoholic beverage tax revenue also rebounded in February compared to the previous month. The growth rate was more than 8% compared to the previous year. Overall, year-over-year, the alcoholic beverage tax revenue still has a negative growth rate of nearly 7% or less than $90,000. It is expected that the growth rate will be positive before the end of the current fiscal year. Finally, approximately 90% of the ad valorem taxes and 86% of business license revenue have been collected compared to budget as of February the 28th, 2022. Compared to FY 2021, collections for ad valorem taxes are trending about the same. However, business license revenue collections are about 7% higher than they were during the same period last year. And that is the report that I have for you today.
Betty, I noticed in the report I got that sanitation fees are down.
Yes.
Is that
It's it
timing?
has to do with a posting, not an error, but we got some payments in, nearly $1 million is not posted for
Okay.
the month of December. If you notice, it was only about $42,000, and that was because we had problems trying to determine what period those checks were for. And so that is on the radar, and it's being corrected.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Good report. Okay, we got a special treat tonight. It's hardly ever that somebody in Montgomery hits the Today Show for 5 minutes and the program's there. But Mike, would you show the video of the Today Show? This is a very special program for special needs kids and people, and we need to show this to the audience tonight. She'll be able to. Get the sound.
Sweet dreams are definitely made of this, and by this we mean people, can-do spirit, as they say in tennis, love as well. The Dream Court program in Montgomery, Alabama has all the makings of success and even more importantly, impacting the lives of both participants and the volunteers. So let's take a look at all the tennis taking place in Alabama.
Dream Court is a program for special needs athletes.
Dream Court is something that every community should have.
All it's about have fun.
I started Dream Court when I finished with grad school. It was a moment in my life where I was trying to figure out what am I here for, what's my purpose in this world.
Jessica organizes this each Sunday and has grown it where we were only on 2 courts and now we're on 10 courts.
And we started with 5 athletes and it just started growing.
Started getting a lot of really good feedback from the parents about this being one of the few things that their children had responded to and were enthusiastic about.
It gives Lily a chance to be included with everybody else. She has her sport that she loves and excels in, and this is what she looks forward to every Sunday.
The reason I love the program is that they do adapt it to wherever that child's needs are, because everybody has a different disability, so they make it comfortable for everyone to actually enjoy and to interact.
Jessica does a really good job of trying to strategically place people with athletes that she knows they will be comfortable with and that they will both walk away having had a really good time.
If they got a good hit, usually we high-five them right after, and they love it so much.
They feel like they have a friend, you know, they feel like they have a buddy to come be there with them. It just means so much to me that I can do that for them.
The USDA has been huge. They were our first grant and they gave me our first tennis balls, our first tennis racket.
I went to U.S. Open 2 years ago in 2019. The experience was very nice.
The trip to the U.S. Open was a trip of a lifetime. From the moment we got to New York to the minute we stepped out on the U.S. Open court.
We have a new wheelchair program that is taking off.
Our wheelchair tennis program has at the moment about 8 athletes. And then we just recently added a partnership with Auburn University at Montgomery.
I know how limited things are for special needs children, and to see this for these athletes, Montgomery is very blessed to have this.
We really are out there to love them and to serve hope and to change lives.
I feel like I'm getting better every single day. And really, this is wonderful.
So much fun here. I just love coming here every time.
There are no disabilities on Dream Court.
Here to present the award is 4-time Grand Slam champion and former world #1, Jim Courier.
I'm so pleased and honored to be on this video call with you, and just want to, on behalf of the USTA, congratulate you and the entire program for this award. So tell me from the top, how did you decide this was your path in your life after grad school? What drew you to this to spend your time and energy on?
Well, thank you for asking. After grad school, I knew that I wanted to use sports for social and economic development, and I wanted to use tennis because that's what I knew. And around that same time, I had a friend of mine that had a ski accident and became quadriplegic, and so it opened my eyes towards people with special needs and what can they do, what can they not do, and how can I be part of helping that in a way. And so that's how it sort of started.
It started small, it's grown. Are you surprised at how much uptake you've got? How many participants have enjoyed coming and spending time with you and your team?
Yeah, it definitely surprised me, and it keeps surprising me. We started with only 5 and we have served over 300 now. What surprises me the most is also the support that we're getting from the USDA and from the community and from the people that are part of this program. So I just really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to the USDA and to the mentors and the sponsors that have been helping with it, such as Dr. Mike Bridger and Joe Fine and Mace Jemison and all the board members that have been supporting it.
What would you say is the most satisfaction you get from your involvement in the program?
I just love the fact that I get to love on people every day and all day long, and as I love them, I get love back, and that's the biggest part. Congratulations,
Jessica. Winner of the USTA's Adaptive Tennis Award. It could not be more deserving for you and your program. Keep up the good work. I'm honored just to have gotten to chat with you here digitally, and I hope to meet you sometime.
I'm looking forward to meet you too, and thank you again for everybody.
Here's the star of the show, Jessica, and Jessica wants to talk about it. Also, this is part of, I think Jessica was in school here, Jessica. You can tell your story, but she was in school here and she stayed. She's originally from Germany and Hungary? You went to Hungary?
I was born in Germany and grew up in Argentina.
Okay. Anyway, she's not local, but she's locally loved now. I'll tell you that much.
She's local now.
And Doug Singleton's here too. He's involved in the special needs children. He started part of this, but he's kind of behind on it. Doug, where are you at? Oh, okay. There you are. Okay. But Jessica, you got something you want to tell us tonight?
Yeah, first of all, I wanted to say thank you to the city for having us and for recognizing it. And then I wanted to inform you very quickly that this has just started. We have been serving for the last 8 years, but we're really just starting now. And we are having a wheelchair tennis week coming up that is going to be national. So we're having an all-comers camp for people with special needs to play wheelchair tennis on April 7 and 8, and then followed with a tournament 9 and 10. And we invite the city and the community in general to support us and be part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate you. I think we ought to make a picture with you. Jessica, let's go here and take a picture. Get in the picture. Let's go get it. Come in, Doug. Come in. You're part of this.
They middle, they scoot over, y'all come over.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Makes you feel good to see people doing things like that for people. It's great. We'll get into our agenda now. The first item.
Mr. President, item 1, 90-day review of appeal of proposed demolition of 1633 and 1637 North Ripley Street.
Brandon, what's happened on that one? Yeah, come.
Since the approval, Ms. Madison actually decided to obtain a demolition permit for one of the properties, and she has already partially demolished it, and they have also started focusing their efforts on the neighboring property and started making exterior repairs. They still got a little work to do, but as long as they keep progressing, then we'll obviously keep working with them.
That's great to hear. Thank you for doing that. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in here today. Thank you. That's great.
Thank you all.
Item 2, application for a business license for a rental hall event center doing business as CT Entertainment at 3360 Selma Highway.
Representative of CT Entertainment.
Christopher Thomas.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. This is old business. We've already had the public hearing on it, so we'll just carry this over. And you okay with this? Okay. A motion to adopt.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Good luck with your business, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Item 3, application for a business license for a rental hall event center doing business as Essence Studio and Events at 5085 Virginia Loop Road.
Representative of the Essence Studio.
Hello.
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 Mr. Mitchell,
I'm fine with this.
give us a motion then.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Good luck with the business.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Item 4, application for a business license for a rental hall event center doing business as Rendezvous Event Venue 2101 Eastern Boulevard.
Yeah. Make a motion on this one. Okay.
Mr. President, move to adopt.
Have a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution
Good luck
is
with the
adopted.
business. Okay.
So
Item 5, request by David Ramsey of McDonough Properties for the undesignation of a parcel of land in the Cottage Hills Historic District.
All right, this is being sent back to the ARB for their attention. Will not be handled with the city council tonight. Okay?
Are you going to carry it over for 30 days or just send it back to the ARB?
Just send it back to the ARB.
Okay.
When they get back,
Item 6, resolution approving issuance of business license to Kensington Apartments, 4726 Narrow Road.
Mr. Mitchell?
No,
Mr.
that's
Calhoun?
Ms. Calhoun.
Okay, okay.
Is the owner here?
I don't see him.
Is the owner of the Kensington Apartments here?
They were not notified to be here. This is just paperwork from
Okay.
the last
Okay.
time.
I'll make a call to let him know what the deal is. Okay, Mr. President.
Yes, sir, you need a motion to suspend the rules.
Mr. President, move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 7, application for a business license for a rental hall event center doing business as 1616 House at 1616 South Perry Street.
Okay. Your name for the record, Hope? You were here some time ago, weren't you?
We were indeed.
And you got it done. You
Got
did
it done.
How long's it been?
A little less than 2 years.
Okay. Okay, great. I hear
Oh, this is the one that is.
This is
That's
it.
a beautiful home.
The one.
Okay. Whose district is it in?
Yeah, this is mine.
You're, okay, I need a motion. You
Yep.
give your name for the record.
Spencer Cadden.
Christina Cadden.
Okay.
All right, motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck with the business.
Item 8, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Circle K at 4400 Selma Highway.
Representative of Circle K.
I'm with you. Made you try.
It may help, but I missed it. That was him, that's all. Yeah, there was somebody here.
Rep.
Yeah, and Deborah Jackson. Okay. Your name for the record, please?
Sue-Ann Hall.
Okay.
Nancy Hall.
We need a public hearing on this.
Yes, sir.
This is a public hearing. Anyone wants to speak against this item, please come forward.
It's number 8, right?
Number 8, yes.
Okay. Seeing none, declare the public hearing has been held as brought before the council. Need a motion to suspend the rule.
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Good luck with
Item
your
6,
business.
item
We go to
9.
number 9 now, okay?
Application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Circle K at 215 Dickerson Street.
This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare the public hearing has been held. It's brought before the council. Need a motion?
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 10, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Circle K at 1220 Perry Hill Road.
This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare the public hearing has been held. It's brought before the council. Need a motion?
You come on. Go ahead. That's you.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Good luck with businesses.
Resolution is adopted.
Yeah, on the interstate.
Item
yeah.
11, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Gibson Food Mart at 2440 Lower Wetumpka Road.
Your name for the record, sir?
Shubham Joshi.
Kevin Sheets. Tell me, before we, let me go ahead and have a public hearing. This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak against this item, please come forward.
Revenue coming up.
Hold on. Revenue, got a question with that? I'll let them talk after this, okay? And you got a point on this one?
We had a concern with lotto-like tickets being sold at this location.
Okay.
And we've actually had someone to purchase a ticket where they paid a certain dollar amount and they won, and that the proceeds were actually paid for out of the register.
So it's a cash ticket, it's a ticket. Was that, Chief,
Did they look at?
is that legal for them to be doing this?
I thought they supposed to went out there and checked it out.
I mean, well, is it phone cards?
That's what I thought it was phone cards.
Well, she said the money, they passed money on it. Huh? Is it phone cards?
Well, let's ask him. He's standing right there.
Yeah.
You giving away phone cards?
What's
What you
going on with all this stuff? Looks like gambling. Tell us what's happening with it. What is it?
Sir, I didn't hear like what
You don't understand?
Okay,
You got somebody with you to help you? Is somebody with you that can help translate?
Please.
Do you have somebody with you?
No, I can understand, but I didn't hear like what.
He didn't hear it.
Oh, she said that someone came in and purchased a ticket from you and scratched it off, and cash was given to them out of the register. Is that what you do?
No, ma'am, we don't do that.
We need to investigate.
We actually have a staff member that did that.
They did that.
Is it?
Yes.
But we have now.
She said they did it now.
Well,
Is
we
it
got to
legal?
find out if it's legal.
Is it legal?
I'm waiting on Stacy.
Not a scratch off.
Games of chance are illegal in Alabama, yes.
They're illegal.
Any game of chance is. Raffles, bingo.
In the state law, it's not a game of chance if you're purchasing a quote phone card. That's how I understood that state law, they got around the state law that if you bought a service, you could have this lottery ticket on there.
Well, and I based on the limited information I've been given right now, I cannot tell you whether what he has is illegal or not.
Well,
no.
if his are illegal, there's 42 other gas stations in the city of Montgomery we got to shut down
well,
and investigate.
and there are also.
So ain't nobody getting $6 a gallon gas anymore.
Well, we know there are gas stations that have what look like lottery machines, and people have reported those, and we refer them to the county because the governor has vested that authority with the county to enforce.
So you telling me the county's sleeping at the wheel again, right, Doug?
Yeah, that's what we got, yeah. We got two county commissioners here tonight.
But Stacy, I mean,
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
And I agree with Glenn. I mean, we have those things in every gas station all over. And I think we're up for a liquor license. Now, if these things are illegal, I think we need to get to a point where we're out there inspecting these things, calling them to the table before we come. I know we got an email from someone saying this particular location got things look like slot machines, lottery tickets. I mean, but it goes on in every gas station, you know, all over the city. So either we're going to stop letting anyone sell them, and I think it should come out from the state. If gambling is illegal, we need to have the state people come in and just stop this stuff altogether.
I would propose we report it to the district attorney's office and let them investigate.
Let's report it to
Chief,
Doug
what do you-
again.
Chief, have you looked at it?
Yes, sir. Just a response to all of that. This is something that we have been doing collaboration with the district attorney's office as well as the county sheriff's office and city legal. This has come up in the past with several businesses here in the city where we've been by the businesses to see if they're in violation or if they have those items of concern when you look at gambling or a game of chance. So we've had some meetings in the past, and it is in the jurisdiction of the county to do the enforcement on it. But one of the things that the police department has done, and we continue to do if we see it, if it's brought to our attention, then we're bringing it to the attention of the county and the district attorney's office also for the enforcement on it as far as it pertains to legal gaming in the city of Montgomery, state of Alabama.
So at this point, it's a county issue, not a city issue.
Well, we're working with them also. On the city side, their concern is license and revenue office and the store operations. But as far as the enforcement of gaming machines and the illegal part of it, that's something that we work with the county on as far as the enforcement on that.
You understood it? They come into your business. Okay.
Okay. I declare the public hearing's been held as proper for the council. Any motion?
Who district?
It's Marche.
Marche's
No,
district.
President, move to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend rules. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
Motion. All in
Wait,
favor,
hold
raise your
on,
hand.
wait, before we adopt. The revenue department was up here. Is there concern about us approving this tonight, or was there concern simply about?
Well, we need to know what's
I mean,
going on.
we're approving a retail
Right,
beer
right, and I
license.
get
So if
that.
they're
That's
concerned,
why-
we need to revoke the business license.
Well, and that's why I wanted to make sure we understood what they were saying too,
Okay.
before we voted.
Basically, we were bringing it to the attention because any and every machine, specifically with the machines that he had present at the time when we entered his establishment, those machines are required by the city of Montgomery to have a sticker.
So we ain't getting the money we supposed to get off of it.
That's the point. They're required to have a sticker. And we can only give a sticker if the machine is deemed lawful. So that's where we came in when we were questioning and wondering.
I have a question. What machine? What type of machine is this?
We're not sure. They appear to be slot-like machines, but they may not be. They're definitely gaming machines. He did have signage above the machine that indicate that they were not redeeming anything. It was just for fun. I don't know why someone would sit in there and just play for fun, but apparently, you know, that's what's above there, and we have to acknowledge that. However, we had to make sure that we could issue a sticker that goes for ATM machines. Everybody's familiar with the Bitcoin machines. They had those as well. We have to check with the state security commission to make sure that the company on that Bitcoin machine has actually registered with the exchange service here in the state of Alabama before we can issue them our sticker.
So we haven't issued them a sticker.
No, we have not.
So have they brought their machines before to be inspected to find out what you're telling us?
We would actually go out, and we did ask him to remove the machines, and I believe he removed them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they removed them.
Yeah, if we remove them.
There's no problem if they remove them. Okay, he removed them. Okay.
You ain't
Have a
gonna put them
motion.
back in there until you get your sticker right.
Yes.
You're not gonna put them back until you get your sticker right.
Yeah, but we just removed it permanently.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Need a motion to adopt.
We got a motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is
Good luck with
adopted.
the business, sir.
Let's load it.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Item 12, application for retail beer and retail table wine on or off premise doing business as Sushi Box at 7220 Halcyon Park Drive.
Your name for the record, sir? Your name?
My name is Harry M.
Okay, Mr. M. This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare the public hearing's been held. It's brought
Mr.
before the
President,
council.
move to suspend the rules.
Have a motion to suspend rules. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous,
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
unanimous, resolution is adopted.
Good luck with the business, sir.
Item 13, application for lounge retail liquor Class 2 package license doing business as Red Zone at 3035 Woodley Road.
Representative of Red Zone, please. Your name for the record?
Rafiqul Alam Khan.
Okay. This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak against this item, please come forward. Okay. All right. I declare the public hearing's been held. It's brought before the council.
Like to suspend the rules for the rest of the meeting?
That'd be good.
Yes, thank you.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous,
Okay. Need a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt?
All in favor, raise your hand.
unanimous, resolution is adopted.
Good luck with your business, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Item 14, resolution reappointing Jack Johnson to the Architectural Review Board.
Need a motion to adopt, Mr. McInnis?
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted. Item 15, resolution reappointing Pickett Reese to the Board of Adjustment.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted. 16, resolution reappointing Fleming Pruitt to the Building Code Board of Appeals.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted. 17, resolution reappointing John Yelverton III to the Electrical Board of Adjustment and Appeals.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted. 18, pursuant to Section 1153B1 Code of Alabama, authorization of demolition of unsafe structures at the listed locations.
Need a motion?
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Item 19, resolution designating nuisance abatement agent.
19? 19 is just the 19. 19's okay. Go ahead.
Mr. President, move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution
All right, let's
is
see if anybody
adopted.
signed up for 20.
Item 20, resolution
Nobody
assessing the
signed up.
cost of abatement of unsafe structures on various lots.
Mr. President, move to uphold.
All in favor?
Adopt, I'm sorry, move to adopt.
Raise your hand. Well, then nobody signed up. Oh, yeah, we asked. Go ahead. Anybody here want to speak on item 20? Item 20.
Any properties?
Anybody got a property problem? Okay, need a motion to adopt.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted. Item 21, resolution declaring, authorizing, and assessing cost of abatement of public nuisances on various lots.
Need a motion to adopt.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, resolution is adopted.
Okay. All right, council, we have a good many people. Derek.
Charlie.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. President, excuse me. Yeah.
Hey, I answer anything.
Yeah, I want to bring up, I want to show cause for the Aura Club. There's been
Okay.
numerous. And is the chief, yeah, yeah, pass.
Excuse me.
You want me to read it while you're passing it out?
That'd be great. Yes, ma'am.
Resolution setting a show cause hearing for Aura Lounge at 5480 Atlanta Highway for April the 5th, 2022 at 5 p.m.
Okay? Read it in the minutes? It's good, okay? All right, we got a good many people want to speak to us tonight. Let's start off with
Well,
Derek.
we need to adopt this.
Okay. And need a motion to adopt.
We need a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Okay.
And Mr. President, I do have contingency funds before you go into that.
Yeah, you do, okay. Gotcha.
This has been approved by Mayor Reed, District 3, $2,000 to Chisholm Improvement Association, $1,500 to Brookview Estates Neighborhood Association, and Councillor Johnson sent me an email requesting that we add I thought I had it here, but I don't. There's one that she wants to add. If y'all will just agree to it, it's on the list.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Brenda, I'd like to add a few, 1,000 to Dream Court, $500 to,
Do we know that they're a vendor?
I believe so. I think I've given before.
Okay. What's next?
$500 to Young Men on a Mission, and $1,000 to Hope Inspired Ministries. Hope Inspired Ministries.
Okay. Is that it?
Ms. Blaylock,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to give, District 4 wants to give $1,000 to McCoy.
McCoy?
Uh-huh. $1,000 to the Step Foundation.
Okay.
$1,000 to the Alzheimer's Adult Daycare.
I
Would
can't.
Alzheimer's Adult Daycare, are they vendors? She was here today.
Successful Living Center, they are vendors.
I've got to check it
Yeah,
because
we
she's
gotta
not on
double check.
my list. I know that she was going through the process with Mr. Weaver.
Okay.
Successful Living.
Yes, ma'am, and that's it.
Anybody else?
Yes.
Mr. Hill, you're going to approve these for the mayor?
No, I got one more, Ms. Blaylock.
Okay.
For the Hope Floats, a lady from the Lions Club, $700.
For
I think it was
700 to who?
Hope Floats, the water lantern event for help build the sensory trail.
For the Lions Club?
The Lions Club,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, you'll have to go to the Lions Club. Okay. 700.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that it? Mr. Hill, you
No.
okay with these, since you're filling in for the mayor?
Okay. All right, I need a motion.
Mr. President, let me do one.
Okay.
$500 for Young Men on a Mission.
Okay.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. President, move for approval.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Okay. Let's get into our speakers tonight.